From Cameroon to South Africa to British Vogue coverage. For the past 10 years, this Cameroonian brand has dedicated time, energy into creating a brand that represents African fashion by simply mixing African fabrics with classic clothing materials. Colors, creativity, and elegance is what this brand is all about. Hi there, I'm Pamelanga, and this is the Startup Africa show on your favorite YouTube channel, Tunacheki. Today, I am taking you out of your world, out of my world, to go to Eloli's world. Welcome. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to be in this space. I'm joined by the professional fashion designer, creative director, dedicated mother and wife, and she's an all-round elegant queen. Please welcome Fese Eva.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. Yes. I'm in Eloli world.
Yes, you are.
This is the world that we kind of stepped into. Very colorful, very bright, and I'm so happy to be here.
You're welcome.
I actually saw you guys on an interview. I watched a CRTV interview where you came, I think last year.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wow, it's really cool. And I really stalked you instantly. I went on Instagram. I was like, who is this? Oh my God, I really want to step into this world. I saw the dancing videos. I was like, is this what it means to be in Eloli's world?
Yes, we're very happy, vibrant people.
Yeah, I loved it. So what does Eloli mean?
Eloli means it is beautiful in Bafo. I'm from Kumba, and Bafo is what we speak. So Eloli means it is beautiful, or it's good, it's pleasant.
Right, it's beautiful, definitely beautiful. And Eloli is not just colors, creativity, it's also sisterhood. So you built this with your sister, Dibo and
yes, Dibo and Sume.
Yes. You're right. So how did that kind of happen?
Generally speaking, my sisters and I are not from the same age group, so we never had the time to vibe together.
Yeah.
I always had my big sisters who took care of me.
Yeah.
But then in 2012, we happened to all be together as young women.
Yeah.
And for the first time, we started talking about fashion in a different light and telling ourselves we could create something together. We're very different. I'm the cool, toned one.
Yeah.
My second sister, Sume, is very vibrant. When you see colors like fuchsia and red, that's her.
Definitely.
And our older sister is kind of a mix of both.
Yeah.
And the brand was the perfect way to blend all our characters in one.
We can definitely see that. It's definitely a lot of elegance, color. It's like a mixture of, you're mixing classical fabrics and then you're just putting a little bit of, it's like, really showing that Africa is colorful and bright.
Absolutely.
You talked about 10 years. I mean, 2012 to 2022.
It was December 20.
Yeah, so this is the 10th year.
Exactly.
10 years of hard work, dedication, and international recognition and winning an award. How did that happen?
Well, I'm based in Yaoundé.
Yeah.
My sisters are based in, then my sister was based in Toronto, and our first sister is based in London. So having them in other countries made it easier. I need to be honest, because when people ask me, they're tempted to think Eloli is just me, because they tend to see me more in Cameroon. But without my sisters, we would never, with certainty, we would never have had the coverage we had when we did. So my sisters were there on the ground, attending events, meeting people, doing all the PR work at the back. While certainly I was here putting the clothes and the stuff together. Yes, they were having everything else done. So
that's what we talk about, sisterhood.
Exactly.
Some of the really nice pieces from Eloli's world. They have a bunch of clothes for kids, for grown women. If you're grown, get some. Oh my gosh, I really like capes. I'm gonna try this one, this nice little jacket. I think it goes with my outfit. Be looking cute or whatever. First of all, is the fabric. Can you feel the one thing? I'm just so pleased to be here, because you just have to appreciate the hard work and the textile, and it just shows that 10 years 10 years is nothing, child, because they have invested time and energy. And I'm just gonna try on this cute outfit. I like the fact that they're mixing different things. You know, like sometimes African prints, they're just one print and it's like, oh yeah, cute design in one print. But here you have different prints, different fabrics. Let me just a moment here. Different prints, different fabrics. We have leather, we have the African print, we have like the classic you know, every day. You can find this anywhere, and it just like it's every day, but not every day. Like, talk to me, but don't talk to me. I hope I look cute, child. So they dress everybody. They dress children, they dress men, and wherever you are in the world, you need this outfit. I mean, this would look really cute with like jeans, high-waisted jeans, I would think, and a nice t-shirt inside, and you would look cute on a budget or not. Alright, how did you even feel personally for you guys? As how did, like, at that moment where like, wow, you're on British Vogue or winning an award? Did that, at that moment where you're like, this actually makes sense? Because sometimes when you're starting as an entrepreneur, like at the beginning it's like you're hustling, is this making sense? And then once you get that link, it's like, yes.
Exactly, we're like, we are onto something. We need to be serious. We had to get more organized. We had to build a team. At the time, we didn't have this store, no storefront. We had just social media pages. Instagram just started becoming a thing and all of that. So we had to put our act together. I think at the time, we hadn't even registered the company completely.
Wow.
These are things I've never said, but it's the truth of owning a small business.
Yeah, a small business.
Exactly. So we had to put our act together and become officially a brand.
Wow. So that clicking point of getting the word and everything was like, you know what, we're going to take it seriously. We're going to be Eloli all the way. So Eloli has a new collection.
It does.
I wanted to know, because you're the creative director, you're the fashion designer. When you're designing these collections, is it like, you know how artists create their albums, they're really scared, they're like, oh my gosh, should my song come out? I hope people like it. Do you go through that same process?
Honestly, before, I never felt that way, because designing is something I do naturally. I'm naturally a creative person. I draw naturally. I do artistic things naturally. But as some of you might know, 2 years ago I had a son, my beautiful son Hansel, and things kind of changed for me. See, so I had a hard time adjusting, juggling everything, and it was difficult to visualize things as I did before. But luckily enough, around last year, my mind, the mommy brain, started taking a step back. So yes, I could create again, I could visualize again. So yes, it wasn't easy, but I'm glad we did it.
Yeah. And what's the inspiration with this new collection? How do you make it different from the other one?
Yeah, so this collection, firstly, is called Amming. I'm going to say it with, because it's still but for Amming, which means aiming, to soar.
Wow.
And to us, it's been such a long time coming. We've had to go through so much. We've had ups and downs. There are many times where, honestly, I just wanted to close shop and focus on other things. I happen to be a lawyer as well, so I had times where I would think, should I just be practicing? Should I? But after all this while, we've been able to survive. And in calling the collection Aiming, Soaring, it's our way of saying we can only go higher. From this point, there's no turning back. Yes, we can only go forward.
Right. So that's what you want.
That's our desire. Yes,
so when a woman wears that or a man wears that or a kid wears that, they should feel like this is only up from here. You can do anything you want. Push through.
That has always been the vision. At the time when we created the brand, people were in need of African clothing of quality.
Yes.
See, so that's what Eloli is about. It's about creating clothes that reflect the amazing African, the boss lady, the boss, the kings and the queens out there. In a relatable way. Every day people want to look good. There's no reason why we should look good only during events, because African fashion before used to be all about events. But now we're introducing, we're not introducing, African fashion is already part of our everyday life. So that's what Eloli is about.
They're just adding on to it.
Exactly.
I mean, now we're seeing, I think that there's like a kind of a movement now where African things are kind of moving a bit more. We see Africans pushing through and just seeing that there's a Cameroonian brand that's also part of the movement. It's actually like warming, and it's just okay, we need to highlight
We need
to highlight we are doing things, people. We are doing
and we're going places. So yes.
We're definitely going places. I'm being styled by the fashion designer, the creative. So please, some light and some gas on here. So guys, come and see me in this. I can't even talk anymore. This is giving me, you know I love an opportunity to shine. Do you like my outfit? Do you like my outfit? Okay, he said yes, he likes it. Someone said I look like Michelle Obama or something, so I should practice my presidential wave. Vote for me. This is the model for Eloli, and this is the male shirt, one of the shirts on the pieces that they're wearing. It's kind of similar to what I was wearing. We're mixing leather and fabric, and it's the details. When we get the zoom in, you guys will understand the details, and it's really heavy. And especially here in Cameroon, we're blessed to have so many different fabrics. I just want to ask you one last question before we leave you. What is your aspiration with the brand?
Our aspiration is to have Eloli at the disposal of everybody who wants to be Afrocentric in an amazing way. So for all those out there who want to be part of the African movement, because Africa is having a moment, suddenly the music industry, the fashion industry, the sports industry, everything is coming to glorious light. And we want for everybody to be a part of it. It's not just a Cameroonian thing. We named Eloli after our birthplace, but it's not just our baby. We want Eloli to be the world's baby. We want Eloli to be accessible everywhere. We ship worldwide for that reason. We try to make our public, we try to be in touch with our public, and certainly it's not always perfect, but this year we intend to be all over the place. We intend to be out there.
Yes.
And in touch with the public.
We would love to see Eloli's world, everybody's
everywhere.
World. Everywhere.
Yes, everybody needs to be a part of this.
Thank you so much, Fese Eva.
Thank you. Thank you so much for
sit
having
with
me
and talk.
Yeah.
You guys already see its colors, its brightness, it's Africa. It's available online. You can hit up the Eloli World on Instagram. I'll put all their contacts and details in the description box. They ship worldwide, and you do not want to miss this opportunity to wear such elegant, bright, and creative designs. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it for this week's episode of the Startup Africa show. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you haven't yet, please go check out our last week's episode where we ate and we chatted with Nick. Catch you next time on the Startup Africa show, the Pan-African show that doesn't just talk about entrepreneurship, but meets the entrepreneurs right where they are. I'm your host, Hamilanga, and remember, Africa is watching.